Bijective or one-to-one onto functions are those functions which are one-to-one, that is injective, and onto, that is surjective at the same time. So functions that are injective and surjective both are called bijective functions. Or if you can show that a particular function is one-to-one, and also if you can show that the particular function is onto, you can say it is a one-to-one onto function. Okay, let's look at question number one here. And last year I was also talking about what the mapping looks like. Now, if you see the mapping here, this is a one-to-one function, one-to-one onto function. See, each element here in A has been mapped to an element in B, and it is not that two elements in A are mapped to any single element, two or more elements. Can you see? Do you see this kind of a mapping here? You don't see, right? That is, three elements in A are not mapped to a single element to a single element in A and B, right? Single element of A to a single element of B. So that is what we call one-to-one onto, or simply we call one-to-one correspondence. Okay. So here I have also given you an example. Let's see if you have uh, A is PQRS, and B is the set 14916. Okay. Then P and the function F here is the set of ordered pairs P1, Q4, R9, and S16. Okay, then if you see, P is mapped to a single element, 1, by the relation F. Q is mapped again to a single element. R is mapped to a single element. S is also mapped to a single element, unique element. Okay, so therefore, this is a one-to-one onto function. Okay, so F is a one-to-one onto or bijective function. Okay, or simply we say F is a bijection. Okay, look at the first question here. Given A here is the set of real numbers except the real number 3. Okay, and B here is the set of real numbers except the number 1. Okay, and F A to B where F A to B is a mapping or a function defined by Fx is equal to x minus 2 by x minus 3, where obviously x must belong to A. What is the set A here? R minus a singleton set 3. Okay, you need to show that we need to show that F is a one-to-one onto. Okay, so first we shall show that F is an injective function. How do we show? Let x1, x2 be any two element in A. Okay, that is, what is the set A? R minus the singleton set 3. Okay, let x1, x2 be any element in R minus 3. So therefore, fx1 is equal to fx2 means x1 minus 2 by x1 minus 3 is equal to x2 minus 2 by x2 minus 3. Now you can multiply these two. x1 minus 2 into x2 minus 3 is equal to x1 minus 3 into x2 minus 3. Okay. Now you can multiply x1 x2 minus 3x1 minus 2x2 plus 6 is equal to x1 x2 minus 3x1 minus 3x2 plus 9. Okay. So x1 x2 both cancel here from two sides, and you can take but this is also 6. This is not 9. This is x1 minus 3 into x2 minus 2. Okay. This is 2. So this will be plus 6 also. So that 6 and 6 will also cancel. Okay. So now you take x1 on one side and you take x2 on the other side. So you have minus 3x1 plus 3x1. Okay. Minus, this is 2x1, not 3x1. If you multiply this 2x1 minus 3x2 plus 6. So 6 and 6, x1, x2 both cancel from both sides. And if you bring 2x1 on from the right hand side to the left hand side, this will become plus 2x1. Minus 3x1 plus 2x1 is equal to, now I keep x2 on the other side. So you have minus 3x2 plus 2x2. Okay. So this becomes minus x1 is equal to minus x2. This becomes x1 is equal to x2. Okay. So what you see here is that fx1 is equal to fx2 implies x1 is equal to x2. Hence, f is a one-to-one function, right? Or injective function. Okay. Now we are going to show that f is surjective. How do you show f is surjective? I say let y is equal to fx. That is y is equal to, and fx, the function given here is x minus 2 by x minus 3. Okay. So now you find x in terms of y. So you multiply y into x minus 3 is equal to x minus 2. That means xy minus 3y is equal to x minus 2. That means xy minus x is equal to 3y minus 2. Now you can take x common to get y minus 1 is equal to 3y minus 2. That means you're getting x is equal to 3y minus 2 divided by y minus 1. And what does y belong to? Y belongs to B, right? And what is the set B? R minus the singleton set 1. Now see, will I get a pre-image for every element y belonging to B? Will I get a pre-image? Yes. Why? Because even for y minus 1, where y is equal to 1, we have removed it from B. So that is not an element in y. So y is equal to 1 is not an element in B. We have removed that element, right? So therefore, for every y belongs to B equal to R minus 1, there exists a pre-image. In A. Hence, thus f is an onto function. Hence, we say f is a one-to-one onto function. Okay, so that is done. The first question is over. Second question. Second question is f r to r be a function defined by fx is equal to x minus m divided by x minus n, where m not equal to n. Show that f is 1 to 1 but not on 2. Okay, so here f r to r is defined as fx is equal to x minus m by x minus n. Okay, where x belongs to the set of real number, the set A. See that A and B both are equal to R here. Okay, and also it is given to you m not equal to n. Okay, you need to show that f is 1 to 1 on 2. How do you show? First, let us show that f is 1 to 1. You need to show f is 1 to 1 but not on 2. Okay, so let's first show f is 1 to 1. Let x1, x2 belong to R. That is the set A. Therefore, what does fx1 is equal to fx2 mean? Means x1 minus m divided by x1 minus n is equal to x2 minus m by x2 minus n. Now this becomes x1 minus m into x2 minus n, x1 minus n into x2 minus n. Multiply all this. x1 x2 minus nx1 minus mx2 plus mn is equal to x1 x2 minus mx1 minus nx2 plus mn. So you see here that x1 x2 cancels from both sides, also mn cancels from both sides. Now you take x1 on one side, so you have got mx1 from the left hand side, you take to the right hand side, and you have got minus nx1 on the left hand side already, is equal to, on the left hand side you see you have mx2, take it to the right hand side, it becomes m plus mx2, and you have minus mx1 already on the left hand side. So now if you see, you can take m minus n common here, is equal to this is nx1, this should also be uh, is nx2 mx1 minus nx1 mx2 minus this is nx2, not nx1. So nx2. So you get m minus n x2. Okay. So that means now you take everything on the left hand side. You can't cancel m minus n from both sides. So what are you getting here? You're getting m minus n into x1 minus x2 is equal to 0. Right? That means either m minus n is equal to 0 or x1 minus x2 is equal to 0. That means either m is equal to n or x1 is equal to x2. But m not equal to n, right? It is already given to you here. M not equal to n. But m not equal to n. Therefore, x1 must be equal to x2. Thus, what have we done here? Fx1 is equal to fx2. We have shown implies x1 is equal to x2. Hence, f is a one-to-one function. Okay. We'll now show that f is not onto, or we'll now show that f is not surjective. Okay. How do we show? I start by saying let y is equal to fx. That means y is equal to, what was the function given to us here? It was given to us here as x minus m by x minus n. Now you find x in terms of y. Cross multiply first. Take x on one side. So you have xy minus x. Take on the left hand side and you have ny minus m. That means you have x times y minus 1 is equal to ny minus m. Means x is equal to ny minus m divided by y minus 1. Okay. We found x in terms of y. So will you get for every, what is the set B here? It is a set of real numbers, right? And the set A is also a set of real numbers. So for y minus 1 is equal to 0, that is y is equal to 1, belonging to R. Does it have a pre-image? That will you get a value of x when y is equal to 1? You will not get any value, right? You will get infinite value, right? So for y is equal to 1 belonging to R, there exists no pre-image. In R, right? You have, you see, if you draw these two, you have the set of real numbers here, right? For y is equal to 2, let's say. What is the image here? If you put 2 here, you get 2n minus m by 2 minus 1, right? Which is 2n minus m only. So you have an image here, right? Which is 2n minus m, right? But for y is equal to 1, what is the value? You're getting infinite value. That means for y is equal to 1, there is no image here. That means there is no pre-image. So that means, therefore, f is not onto. Hence, f is 1 to 1, but not onto. Okay. So that finishes with the second question. We will now see the third question. Look at the third question. Let f n to n be defined by x square plus x plus 1, x belongs to n. Then show that, prove that f is 1 to 1 onto. So given here, f, the set of natural numbers, to the set of natural numbers. The set a and b here are natural numbers, right? Is defined by fx is equal to x square plus x plus 1, where x belongs to the set of natural numbers. That is the set A, right? You need to prove that f is 1 to 1 and onto. Let's proceed to show f is 1 to 1 and onto. Let's take two elements in A, x1, x2. A and B both here are the set n, right? So we take x1, x2 as two natural numbers. Therefore, fx1 is equal to fx2 means x1 square plus x1 plus 1 is equal to x2 square plus x2 plus 1. Okay, so we cancel this here and we take everything on the left hand side. So x1 square minus x2 square plus x1 minus x2 is equal to 0. We have x1 plus x2 into x1 minus x2 plus x1 minus x2 is equal to 0. Now you can take x1 minus x2 common to get x1 plus x2 plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay. So does it mean that x1 is equal to x2 here? Okay. Now that means either x1 minus x2 is equal to 0 or 1 plus x1 plus x2 is equal to 0. Now can 1 plus x1 plus x2 be equal to 0 when x1 and x2 both are natural numbers? Is it possible? Common sense. Can you find any two natural numbers to which if you add 1 and you get 0? You can't find any, right? So for x1, x2 belongs to n, the second part can never be equal to 0. 1 plus x1 plus x2 cannot be equal to 0. So therefore, we can definitely say x1 must be equal to x2. So thus, fx1 is equal to fx2 means x1 is equal to x2. Hence, f is a one-to-one function or injective function. Okay, we shall now proceed to show that f is also onto. How do you show? You take y is equal to fx. Okay, that means in this case, fx is x square plus x plus 1, right? Now we want to find x in terms of y. So how do you find x in terms of y? Square plus x plus 1 minus y. We express this as a quadratic in x. Okay, and therefore you can find out the roots of this equation by Sridhar Acharya. Minus 1 plus or minus root over of 1 minus 4 times 4ab divided by 2, right, which is equal to minus 1 plus or minus square root 4y minus 3 by 2, right? This is x in terms of y. Now will every element for every y, will you get a pre-image here? For every y, will you get a pre-image here? That is a set of natural numbers.
Yes, sir.
Why? Why should it be a natural number? You have a radical there, right? You have a radical here, isn't it?
Oh, yes, sir.
Square root 4y minus 3. So if y is a natural number, 4y minus 3 may not be a natural number, right? So that means x is not a natural number. That means for 4y minus 3, in fact, even for 4y minus 3 less than 0, 4y minus 3 less than 0, what happens? It becomes a complex number also, which is not there in A, which will obviously not have an image in A, right? Because A is also a set of natural numbers. For 4y minus 3 less than 0 and for um, in fact, why write 4y minus 3 less than 0? For every x, for every y belongs to the set of natural numbers, there exists no pre-image in the set of natural numbers, right? So therefore, we say that although the question was to show that f is one to one onto, but actually here f is not onto. Okay, f is not onto. So the question should have been prove that f is one to one but not onto. Okay. So therefore, f is not an onto function. Hence, f is one to one but not onto. Okay, clear with this? Okay, we'll move on to the next problem then. All these are part of pure maths. You might find it a little boring, uh, but these are actually very interesting if you understand. These are not very application based. These are purely theoretical. Okay, that is why they are parts of pure maths. Number 4. Show that the function f r2r defined by fx is equal to 3 minus 4x is 1 to 1 onto and hence bijective. Okay, so given f r2r defined by fx is equal to 3 minus 4x. Okay, you need to show that it is 1 to 1 onto. So a and b both are the set of real numbers here. So let's first show f is 1 to 1. Let's take any two numbers, x1, x2 belongs to a, which is the set of real numbers. So fx1 is equal to fx2 means 3 minus 4x1 is equal to 3 minus 4x2, right? So that means these two 3 cancel. You get minus 4x1 is equal to minus 4x2. That means x1 is equal to x2. Thus what have we shown? That fx1 is equal to fx2 implies x1 is equal to x2. Hence f is 1 to 1. F is a 1 to 1 function. Okay. We'll now show that f is also surjective or onto. How do you show that f is surjective? Let y is equal to fx. That means y is equal to 3 minus 4x. Find out x in terms of y. So if you find out x in terms of y, it will be 3 minus y by 4. So for every y belonging to R, will you get a pre-image? Yes. For every real number y, you will get some real value of x, right? For every y belonging to R, there exists a pre-image in R. Any exceptions here that you see? No exceptions. Unconditionally, any value of y that you take, it will have a pre-image. So therefore, f is an onto function. Hence we say f is 1 to 1 onto or bijective function. Hence f is a 1 to 1 onto or bijective function. Or it is a bijection simply. Okay. Can we move on to the last problem now? Number 5. Prove that the function defined by fx is equal to x squared plus 1 is many to 1 into. Now what do you mean by many to 1 into? If you remember, I told you if a function is not 1 to 1, then it has to be many to 1. And if a function is not onto, then it has to be into. That means you just have to show that it is not 1 to 1 and it is also not onto. Then you can say it is many to 1 into. So here f r to r is defined by fx is equal to x square plus x. First, we shall show that this is not 1 to 1. How do you show? Just same way, let x1, x2 be any two elements in R, A, the set A, right? So that means, therefore, fx1 is equal to fx2 means x1 square plus x1 is equal to x2 square plus x2, right? So that means x1 square minus x2 square plus x1 minus x2, just as we had done earlier. That means x1 minus x2 into x1 plus x2 plus x1 minus x2 is equal to 0. That means x1 minus x2 into x1 plus x2 plus 1 is equal to 0. That means either x1 is equal to x2 or 1 plus x1 plus x2 is equal to 0. Now, in case when, if in the last case when x1 and x2 were natural numbers, we said that it is not possible to find two natural numbers x1, x2 such that 1 plus x1 plus x2 is equal to 0. But if x1 and x2 are two real numbers, then it is quite possible. There exist infinitely many real numbers where 1 plus x, you can find x1, x2 such that 1 plus x1 plus x2 is equal to 0. So you're not definitely be able to say here that x1 is equal to x2, right? So therefore, what can we say? Fx1 is equal to fx2 does not imply x1 is equal to x2, right? That is, we say f is not a one-to-one function. And if f is not one-to-one means f is a many-to-one function. Okay. Now we'll proceed to show that f is not onto. How do you show f is not onto? The usual way, you say let y is equal to f. What do you get? You get y is equal to, what was the function here? X square plus x, right? Right. Now we need to find out x in terms of y. Okay, so how do you find out x in terms of y? You express it as a quadratic. Okay. And then you solve this quadratic. Minus b plus or minus root over of b square minus 4 into a into c. C here is minus y divided by 2 into a, right? So you get minus 1 plus or minus root 1 plus 4y divided by 2. Okay, so we have managed to find out x in terms of y. Now, is it possible that for every value or real value of y, you'll get a real value of x? Is it possible? Not always possible, right? If 1 plus 4y is less than 0, that is negative. The value under the expression under the radical, if it is negative, then what happens? That is for y less than minus 1 by 4. There exists belonging to the real number, right? For these values, y less than minus 1 by 4 belonging to R, there exists no pre-image. In R, because these will be complex numbers, right? So therefore, what can we say? F is not an onto function. That is, f is an into function. So we have shown that f is many to one and f is also into. Hence, we say f is a many to one into function. Okay. Any question? I'll stop here.